Hi, I'm Joey, and today we're going to do Greenlight Top 10. My favorite top 10 Greenlight cars. I hope that you enjoy the video. Let's start with number 10 and count down. Which means we're going to start with the 1972 AMC Matador cab in mustard yellow. I love this casting. The front grille is painted on over top of the chrome. There's blackout to add depth. The livery is just so simple. Just Matador cab. I love it. I love the attention to the door handles. They're cast into the casting and they're painted with silver. And the depth of the casting gives them a very nice and authentic feel. The windows are clear. The windshield wipers are a bit simple, but they do the job. The back end is also quite nice, also simple, but it doesn't need to be too complicated. I do love that they put a small lock on the trunk. Just the attention to detail on a very charming car, the Matador. And yeah, the fact that it's just a simple taxi. And that's the Matador badging. Number 10, 72 AMC Matador cab. Number 9, also from 1972, is the Ford Club Wagon in a really nice blue color. This is a casting that I love because it's, well, I love the squat nose, but I also just love what a big vehicle this is. I don't mean necessarily in size. Like, it's not, it may even be shorter than the Matador, but you know, it looks like it holds 3, 3, 2, so 8 people at least, you know, and it was the 70s, so, you know, probably more than that, if you know what I mean. I love the front grille on this. The windshield wipers are given a nicer treatment. The door handle, again, just really well done. Simple silver, you know, latching part, but then a part underneath cast in where your hand fits to just an attention to detail that's nice. The lock also given the silver treatment. And yeah, it's cast in for a license plate, though this model doesn't have one on it. Not this model, but this this particular instance of it. I have a couple more, and some do, some don't. Some have a piece added here, a license plate. The wheels are quite nice on this one. The windows are clear. Everything about this, I just find it a very charming vehicle. And so it takes place number 9 on my top 10. Coming in at 8th place is one of the first Greenlights that I got, and I really find this car charming. The front grille is just great. It's very tough, not muscle car-y, although this is, you know, a Fox body Mustang. It just feels, I don't know, almost futuristic. Like if this was all black, it would not be out of place in RoboCop or something. Mustang. Official pace car of the Indy 500. So this was a hobby exclusive licensed by the Indianapolis 500. 79 Ford Mustang. And yeah, I should have. Interior details are nice. I love this back arrow. spoiler thing. The lights are done nicely. There's a little bit of, they seem to have a bit of trouble. I've had a couple of these, a little bit of trouble with the pinstripey line around it. But that's not a problem with the casting. It's just a quality control issue. I love these orange, yellow, and red lines that come up and then come up around. This is just, it's got a very cool silhouette. It's got very cool tires. Not tires, wheels. I mean, the tires are not cool. Doesn't roll so good. Just a cool, I love the cream, the almost drab cream. Yeah, with the like orange and red everywhere. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, yeah. Number 8, 79 Ford Mustang. Number 7 is, well, it's a Ford F-250. I don't know what year. 79 Ford F-250 from the Kings of Crush monster truck series. And oh, I love this car. First of all, this one rolls like a dream. But I mean, their Ford F-250 casting is cool. I mean, I like it. But that is not what endears this car to me. It is this specific livery, the War Master livery, and how janky and, you know, half-assed the like paint job is. Like homemade. It looks homemade. Like the person who drives this is like, all right, we'll put some yellow lines on it and slightly different color yellow, and we'll just write War Master on the side. You know, because like, we're just gonna go out and we're gonna crush some cars. We're gonna fuck shit up. And just the ugly yellow with the brown is so good. It's so, I don't know, it just feels charming to me. Even in the brass or copper, or I'm not sure exactly what metallic color you'd call this. It's not gold, obviously, but it goes perfectly with the brown and the like variations of mustard yellow. Yeah, and I mean the other elements are done well. It's got lensed headlights, which you don't see so often on a Greenlight, and the back end's okay. The Ford could be a little more clear, but yeah, this is wow. This is. Number 7, 79 Ford F-250 Kings of Crush War Master. I've got a few of these, and yeah, none of them are as charming as this War Master one, to me. I mean, they're still cool. They still roll really nice. These big rubber wheels are great. They're great. So, number 6. It's going to be a Volkswagen... I want to say Golf, but it could be a Rabbit. Golf Mk1. I mean, because the Golf and the Rabbit are the same thing. Volkswagen Golf Mk1 in this great racing livery. Not from a real race, but just the treatment on it's great. The headlights, the grille, the badging, the big charming 101. Golf, very clear. The tail light, like, everything's done really well. The wheels and the tires are great. It's even got this little exhaust. But there's two things about this that sell it for me. One, it's the black outlining on the windows, and the windows are very clear. Makes it feel very cool. And two, it's the green interior, and if you can see that, with this like bright orange exterior, like that sort of startling clash is very charming. Like at first you see this car and you're like, oh, it's a bright little orange race car, which it is, and it's cool. But then you get these green seats And I mean, a black dash, black steering wheel, but you know, green in the back too. There's only one seat in the car because, you know, it's a race car. Why have the extra weight? I do think that this hood opens and you get more green in there, in the, around the engine, which by the way looks very nice. Yeah, I think this is the nicest Golf or Rabbit that they've put out. This particular one, I really like it. So number 6 is the 75 Volkswagen Golf Mk1 in this racing livery. All right, top 5. And number 5 is the 74 Datsun 260Z in the Panamericana racing livery. Obviously, this car has a amazing silhouette. That's, you know, one of its biggest charms. Greenlight's Carrera Panamericana series has some very cool cars in it, and the liveries are always very fun, I think. So 260Z, the back end is nice. You know, it's simple. I love that there's a spare tire in it. I don't love that it's not the same wheel as the actual wheels, and it actually appears to be too big for this car. No, is this gonna open the other way? So I don't have a knife on me. The headlights are done in a really interesting way that I like. More aerodynamic for this car, which makes sense. What a fun time I'm having now. So, number 5 is this Datsun. It was actually a toss-up for me because I wasn't sure whether I should do this 260Z or I have one that's really rallied out. I'm gonna move the camera just for a moment. And it's this one. It's got the fog lights. It's got these big wheels. Yeah, I quite like that one. But I find this one more charming. All right, so that's number 5. 74 Datsun 260Z. I keep forgetting the year. So number 4 is the 1989 Ford Taurus in boring burgundy. And this is, I mean, it's the car that saved Ford, but it's just like, it's such a boring car, but it's done really well. It's done really well. They did a great job on it. Yeah, they missed the door handles a bit with the paint, but they're well cast. The wheels are great, and they've got the Taurus badging on the wheels. The back end is subtle. The badging is very clear. Badging on the front is great too. Just everything about this casting is great. It's a great casting of a really boring car, which is an aesthetic or a feeling that I'm really drawn to. And I know a lot of people aren't. You know, you want cool cars. People want cool cars. But I like to have someone take a boring car and just like give it a respectful treatment. I don't know. I find there's something really endearing about this car to me. Yeah, and I mean, maybe it's because it's a nostalgic thing too from when I was a kid. But 1989 Ford Taurus, number 4 on my top 10. Top 3 now. Number 3 is the 1966 Dodge D100, from the World's Fair Hell Drivers. So this was a hobby exclusive as well. And the reason I like this is twofold. Number one, I find it very charming when Greenlight does things like this World's Fair, like actual pieces of Americana history, this Hell Drivers thing, like just like regular people, or like, you know, not regular people. I mean, I'm sure there was lots of skill and bravery and stuff involved in doing crazy stunts and things in vehicles, but just like that kind of automotive history is interesting and charming to me. Like, I'd never heard of the Hell Drivers, but when I got this, I was like, that's cool and it sounds cool, so I looked it up. And the other thing that I find very interesting about this casting is just how long the bed is. The D100, the 66 D100 is it's got just like this tail end feeling of the 50s and 60s futurism in the top of the cab here. It's a very not modern take on the top of the cab, like the late 60s and 70s and 80s cabs would be much more square. So I find that charming too, actually. And this grille is just, I don't even know if I could say that I like it. But it's definitely something. It's very different. And the black line all the way along helps to hide the moving part lines, keeping it a reasonable feeling. But I just find this so charming. World's Fair Hell Drivers. I even kept the card for it because it was cool. Yeah. Hell Drivers. Number 3. So my number 2 is another La Carrera Panamericana series car, and it's the Shelby GT350. I'm not sure what year, 65, I think. Yeah, 65. And this is just a car I love. I have several versions of this casting of this year, and it's just an amazing silhouette, an amazing casting. I love these semi-metallic blue lines. The engine's done really nicely on this one. Just everything about this, the Panamericana badge, which I've grown to find really likable. Yeah, just the minimalism of the livery on this one is great. It rolls really well. This is just one of my favorite cars, the GT350, and that's why it's number 2 on my top 10. The Shelby GT350, just such a cool car. Number 1 is the 1992 Ford Bronco. So this one's a little bit modified. It's modified in a very small way, where I glued this cab thing onto, or not cab thing, cap onto the bed. It goes on, but it just didn't click into place, and so, you know, I was constantly dropping it and stuff. But this is just the most classic looking truck, and lensed headlights, which, like I said before, is a little bit rare for Greenlight. I love everything about this. Rolls really well. I love the interior, the seats in the back, this grille. Like, there's something going on with this grille too, where it has genuine depth, not just blackwash that gives the impression of depth, but it's like cast inward, and then there's a piece placed over it. That's the grille, which is very cool. I think that's very cool. I like this this bumper with the black line on it. I like everything about this. The door handles with the thumb push. The Bronco badging, so crisp. Ford badging. This is so far the best car or truck vehicle that even the windshield wipers are done exceptionally well. It's the best vehicle that I've gotten from Greenlight, that I've found from Greenlight, and I keep picking up other Broncos, and they're good. They're the same, you know, they're the same casting, but this blue and white coloring is just, it's just in my head. That's the Ford Bronco. This 92, like blue and white, is just, that's the Ford Bronco that I see when someone says the name. And I just think it's gorgeous. Number one, 92 Ford Bronco, no question. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what would make your top 10 Greenlight castings, because I'm interested to know. And also, I'm always on the lookout for new things to pick up and check out.